Welcome to the official Drake March Madness bracket. This is the same dude who made the Kanye bracket last year. My name is Joshua Envyerz, and with me today I have a very special guest. Introduce yourself.
My name is Jay Polished. You might have seen me before on this channel.
Although this video is about Drake, Jay Polished is an artist himself who recently just dropped his debut mixtape, Planet Polished. I'll play a little bit of the song right now, and you could also check it out with the links in the description. Go support the boy. We've done videos in the past and hopefully more in the future.
I know the fucking struggle, bro, I came from that. And people every day rejecting me, I hated that. Where you got this pain but don't know where to aim it at. So you write it on the paper and you say it back. That's my current day struggle, except I gained some ground. And there's some people where I'm at, they think they famous now.
So 1 in 16, best I ever had, and girls love Beyonce. I have best I ever had. Moving on. 8 and 9, trophies and Uptown. I have trophies.
Went with Uptown. Trophies was, it got outplayed because when I played basketball, every single game, that was the warm-up song. So that song is just, it's a great song, but it's just one that's like, is kind of dead. I just heard it way too much.
Hypher and Miss Me. I have Hypher.
I got Miss Me, that Lil Wayne verse on that.
4 and 13, I have November 18th beating Cameras.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got Cameras.
6 and 11, 9 a.m. in Dallas. That wasn't on Spotify, I don't think, right? All the
I used to
freestyles.
listen to that a lot. I remember I bought it on iTunes. It was an old one, but I did go over
But
my
I
dead
have
body.
Over My Dead Body as well. Moving on. 3 and 14, Nice for What? And The Real Her. I have Nice for What?
Had to go with The Real Her. Again, Nice for What? Just too played out. It was good. It was really good beat, but there's certain Drake songs that just, when you hear them for the 3,000th time,
Over and Legend. I have Over advancing.
have Legend. I'm a big If You're Reading This fan. I think that was his best rap album. Like just rapping, I think that was the top dog.
2 and 15, Controller and Come Through. I have Controller.
I've come through. I don't know why I really like that one.
Second round, Best I Ever Had and Trophies.
I got Best I Ever Had. I mean, that's the first Drake song I ever heard, so.
It's insane for me. Best I Ever Had beats out Trophies. Second matchup, I have Hypher and November 18th with Hypher advancing.
You have completely different ones. I Miss Me against Cameras, and then I have Cameras advancing.
Over My Dead Body and Nice for What? Over My Dead Body advances.
I as well have that over The Real Her.
Over versus Controller. I have Over.
I have, again, complete opposite. Legend versus Come Through, and I have Legend advancing.
Yeah, looking at yours, I think this was the biggest different
Oh, yeah.
that we both have in our bracket. But third round,
Yeah, we've
for
had
me
two that were
is
completely separate.
Best I Ever Had and Hypher. I have Hypher.
I got Cameras over Best I Ever Had advancing.
And then Over My Dead Body versus Over with Over advancing.
And I had Legend over My Dead Body. A lot of overs in there.
I have Hypher and Over with Over moving on to the final four, being the winner of that region for me.
I got Legend over Cameras. Legend in the final four.
So far, our first region has been completely different. I think eventually it takes a little bit similar. I don't know. Number 1 through 16 in the Atlanta region, I have Hotline Bling losing. Even though
As well,
it's an okay song. It's just, like you said, with Trophies, kind of overplayed.
Yeah, agreed. I loved Hotline Bling when it came out, but it's just too much. And Unforgettable is actually one of my favorite Drake songs. Very slept on, I think.
8 and 9 matchup with Pound Cake advancing. Pound Cake, I think the first half of Pound Cake really
Pound Cake goes so
apart.
hard. That beat is just unreal. That's one of his best beats I think he's ever got on.
5 and 12 nonstop in Portland. I have Portland advancing. The Motto versus 10 Bands. The Motto. Say What's Real, Do Not Disturb. Say What's Real.
I have Do Not Disturb.
Kanye said there would be no Drake without Kanye.
Exactly.
In my opinion, at least, because this was one of the songs that not
Surprised
necessarily
he ended up
blew him up.
clearing it with their beef they've had going on. Because that was a huge issue. I remember Kanye went off on Twitter on that one.
And then he's been gone ever since, man. Miss him. 3 and 14, Know Yourself and Underground Kings. I have Underground Kings. Back to Back and Free Smoke. Back to Back for me.
Back to Back is another one. It's just heard it too
Overplayed.
much.
Yeah. Tucson Leather and Sacrifices. Sacrifices advances.
Okay, Tuscan Leather was definitely, I really like that one.
Second round, Hotline Bling and Pound Cake. I have Pound Cake advancing.
Got Unforgettable against Pound Cake, and I have Unforgettable advancing.
Portland versus The Motto. The Motto. Say What's Real versus Underground Kings with Say What's Real. Moving on.
I do not disturb advancing over Underground Kings.
Back to back and sacrifices with sacrifices.
Smoke over Tuscan Leather, Free Smoke advancing.
Third round, Pound Cake versus the Motto. Pound Cake beats it.
Unforgettable over the Motto. Unforgettable advancing.
Say What's Real versus Sacrifices. Say What's Real.
Not Disturb against Free Smoke, and I have Do Not Disturb advancing.
Final round here for me is Pound Cake and Say What's Real, with Pound Cake winning the region for me.
Unforgettable against Do Not Disturb, and I have Do Not Disturb advancing to the final 4.
Number 1 and number 16. Do you have an upset here? Because I have God's Plan moving on.
I actually have God's Plan. Even though it was overplayed,
Okay.
Brand New was, I don't know, it wasn't that strong of a song, in my opinion. It's good, but God's Plan advancing.
8 and 9, Take Care and Fake Love. Rihanna's Take Care, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Take Care advancing. 5 and 12, One Dance and Blue Tint. I have One Dance. In My Feelings versus Show Me a Good Time. I have In My Feelings.
Well, we're 4 for 4.
So far, so good. 0 out of 100 versus 8 out of 8 or 8 out of 10. 0 to 100. Keep it going. Lord Knows and The Language. I have Lord Knows.
12 Lord Knows. 6 for 6.
Passion Fruit versus Furthest Thing. Passion Fruit advances.
7 for 7.
Marvin's Room versus Child Play with Marvin's Room.
8 for 8. No way. That's crazy. All of them in this one. 100% so
This
far.
is where our opinions may differ now. Second round, God's Plan versus Take Care. God's Plan moves on.
Yeah, I got Take Care.
Imagine if Trippie Redd was on this, bro. That
He was
changed his
supposed to be in
career.
it. I don't think it would have been as big of a song if he was on it. It's his usual like singing stuff. Can't remember too much. I just remember there is a video of it.
Moving on, I have One Dance and In My Feelings with In My Feelings advancing.
Oh no, I got One Dance advancing.
You don't, Kiki, you don't love her?
No, that one again just way too played
See,
out.
I
thought-
I'm going to have 2, what is it, Scorpion songs advancing? 2
Oh,
played
yeah.
out Scorpion songs
I
advancing.
wasn't
I
a
don't
big
know.
Scorpion guy. I liked it, but it's like over time I've liked it less.
0 to 100, Lord Knows with 0 to 100.
And I got Lord Knows. So we're 0 for 3 on the second round so far.
Yeah, at least we all got the first one correct. Passion Fruit versus Marvin's Room. I have Passion Fruit.
Also Passion Fruit advancing. So we got 1.
Third round, 2 outplayed songs versus God's Plan for me and In My Feelings. In My Feelings beats out God's Plan.
So I had Take Care against One Dance, and I had Take Care advancing.
0 to 100. And Passion Fruit was 0 to 100.
I had Lord Knows against Passion Fruit, and I had Passion Fruit advancing.
Final round of the region, 0 to 100. And In My Feelings, I have 0 to 100 advancing.
I had Take Care against Passion Fruit, and I have Passion Fruit going to the final 4.
The Toronto region, 1 through 16, started from the bottom, and Dreams Money Can Buy. I have started from the bottom, even though if another
Dreams
song,
Money Can Buy.
played out. Is that why you have it advancing?
Well, I
'Cause
actually
started from the
really, I
bottom?
really liked Dreams Money Can Buy. In comparison, Start from the Bottom was good, but that was one where it was like when it first came out, it didn't really even connect, and then it blew up. So I was like, all right, I'm done with
Good
this.
gym
one.
song.
Yeah. It definitely gets you hype.
Fancy versus Successful. This was a difficult one for me. I ultimately picked Fancy.
This was, I think, the best like 8-9 matchup. Like it was, I think this was like a really even one. This one for me. I went Successful over Fancy, but I think that, I don't know. I think that was a perfect representation of them like almost being even.
Just Hold On, We're Going Home versus Find Your Love. I have Find Your Love.
I have Going Home over it.
Look What You've Done versus Too Much. I don't even remember Look What You've Done.
I also had Too Much.
Forever versus Energy. I have Forever. They don't make songs like that anymore.
I
sadly.
never make songs like that. That song
I don't know why.
was a song when I was playing Xbox, someone told me about that song. I think when I was in 7th grade. And I thought it was one of those fake songs that people take verses from
Like the
other
mashups?
songs. Yeah, and that's what I didn't believe them when they first said it, because like those 4 artists going together.
Hopefully we'd see that in the future soon.
I hope so. I hope so.
Forever too.
Just need a new LeBron movie.
Yeah,
Now
when he's
working with
retiring,
2
there you
Chainz.
go. Forever
Well,
too.
he's been working with 2 Chainz, so now it lines up perfectly.
I don't think he likes Kanye though. He's not a big Kanye
Yeah,
fan
probably
anymore.
not line up, but just fingers crossed. Let's just all hope.
Crew Love versus Worst Behavior. I have Crew Love. 5 a.m. in Toronto versus Weston Road Flows. 5 a.m. in Toronto.
Head Western Road Flows.
Headlines versus Mob Ties. Mob Ties advances for me.
I have Headlines. I really like that one.
I have a lot of Scorpion. I don't know because it's fresh in my mind.
I don't know if I
But
have,
I have
one
a lot
Scorpion.
of Scorpion. Mob Ties,
Did I
me
have
and my
my-
friend,
oh.
we play it every single time we go to the gym.
I
So it's
really-
kind of outplayed.
I like that one a lot too, but
Yeah,
I
kind of
feel like
outplayed, but at the same time, motivational, I guess. A second round, I have Started from the Bottom versus Fancy, with Started from the Bottom advancing.
I have Dreams Money Can Buy against Successful, and I have Dreams Money Can Buy advancing.
Find Your Love versus Too Much, Find Your Love.
Going Home against Too Much, and Going Home.
Forever versus Crew Love. Forever's unstoppable right now. So
Oh, yeah,
it's gonna
100%.
keep on going.
Advancing.
5 a.m. in Toronto versus Mob Ties. Mob Ties.
I had Western Road Flows against Headlines, and Headlines advancing. This was a very different bracket
This was
for
a
us, too.
tough bracket. Tough bracket for me. It's tough side, at least, because this next round's kind of crazy for me.
Oh,
Started from the Bottom versus Find Your Love. Find Your Love, I have Moving On, and it is one of the only Drake songs, let me see, that has gotten this far that isn't
rapping.
like yeah. Forever versus Mob Ties, I was trying to think my hardest. Do I want to pick a solo Drake song in Mob Ties, or simply, like, I had to think, am I picking Forever simply for the fact that it's kind of iconic?
I didn't really think of that because it's not technically really a
It's
Drake
not,
song.
yeah, but I still have Forever beating out Mob Ties simply for the song and the
Yeah.
presence alone.
I have Forever against Headlines and Forever also advancing.
Yeah, so that one was a tough one for me because I feel like Mob Ties is an overall better Drake song because it's Drake's song, but Forever, just the presence of it.
That's might be one of the most legendary hip hop songs ever.
Final matchup of the region, I have Forever and a Drake love song. So, yeah, Forever advances.
I have Forever against another Drake love song, Going Home, and I have Forever also advancing the Final Four. I think that's our first
All right.
one we got lining up for the Final Four.
So my Final Four, in my left side Final Four region, I have Over versus Pound Cake. Over advances.
I have Legend against Do Not Disturb, and I have Do Not Disturb advancing.
Right side, this was another one of those situations for me when I was talking about Mob Ties and Forever. Do I want to have a Drake song with him by himself? He has help from all these other artists, and that's what makes it a great song. So I have 0 to 100 beating Forever. Even though, I don't think 0 to 100 is a better song than Forever. It's just a better individual Drake song, I guess.
That's true. I kind of had that battle, but mine was more of just, it's that nostalgia factor that even got it this far. But against Passion Fruit, for me, that's one of the best beats I've ever heard. That's just the best,
So
like,
you have
driving
Passion
song.
Fruit beating
The final.
Forever?
Yes, I have 2 songs off More Life. Passion Fruit against Do Not Disturb for my final. And I have Do Not Disturb winning.
I have Over beating out 0 to 100, one of the first Drake songs I ever heard. But I didn't listen to a lot of like rap hip hop until like high school, so this was like one of the original Drake songs. I might have been the first. I don't remember. I wasn't really listening to Drake back then. But Over wins it for me. Is it Drake's best song? Probably not. But for me, it wins the bracket, and I judged the matchups.
Thing for me too. Do Not Disturb wins it for me. That's one of my favorites. I love the songs where Drake said, the ones where he just says everything. There's no hook, and he just says like everything that's on his mind. I love those songs.
Mob Ties, it would have probably been to like the championship if it was not going against Forever. And honestly, looking at my bracket now, Forever would probably be the winner, but I simply cut it off there.
That's kind of weird how it turns out with that, but yeah, I guess this is what we got for the
This is the Drake March Madness bracket.
Yeah, thank you for having me on here.
All links will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you in the next one.
Peace.